We are all searching for this deep sense of meaning, to make sense of things, to know that our contribution to the world is what we're supposed to be doing, to contribute something that we know is larger than our mere petty selves. And I talk a lot about how to help recognize what you are supposed to contribute is by being very aware of both your feminine and your masculine qualities. But I don't necessarily give you cues how to kind of recognize those behaviors. So today, I just wanted to very, very quickly and lightly touch on the sword and the harp. So the sword is obviously the penetration of the masculine. It can cut through problems. It can be very logical. It can be aggressive and protective where needed. It can follow a course of action to completion. It can work towards a goal, to acquire something. There's a steely discipline within it that can be amazing and is a very powerful attribute. And just like anything else, a man or a woman without any masculine is kind of ineffectual. They hide. Or in a man, it can come out as being emasculated, not allowing himself to really embody his true manly self. And this can come through all reasons: wounds, family trauma, whatever the case is. But that is part of the healthy part of the masculine coming out in us. And then the feminine, the harp, is the music of life. It's what gives life its juice, its meaning. It's your ability to be creative, your ability to create relationships and be intuitive. And so you can imagine when these things are in balance that you one can play off the other, right? So the sword can cut through your thing that is blocking you, and then the feminine comes in to support it, enrich it, and imbue it with love, so it's not simply a bleeding wound. Now, when each of these things are overactive and out of balance, what will happen is the suppressed side will come out. It always comes out, but it will come out in the shadow self. And so, very often in our society, since we don't really have a lot of emotional outlet, we're all pretty suppressed in our day to day task filled lives, we get sick. It manifests in our bodies because most of us are never taught or trained of how to move that energy up and through your body and sit in it and dig into the story so it doesn't root in. But and that is another video. But today what I really wanted to focus on is the beauty of the sword alongside the harp, and how ideally all of us, men and women, regardless of your sexual inclination, that has nothing to do with this, because as beings we all share all of these sides within us. And so I ask you today, what are you suppressing? What is your natural state? I know a lot of women whose natural state and comfort is with the masculine. They are amazing at getting tasks done. Their productivity is like off the charts. They're decisive. They're amazing. And they have to work to make themselves softer, to allow themselves to just kind of flow through things, because they're maybe in their household they're used to making decisions. I invite you to look at where you could be a little more balanced. And if you're a man, I feel like society's really forced you to embody the masculine, and absolutely look down if you ever try to let your feminine out, right? How dare you? Now you're either being a wimp, right? You're not being masculine, or you're allowed to express it as like a lustful lover out of control. You can fuck a million women, but God forbid there's love that has meaning, because then you're like some simp, right? So, I mean, our world is so like either overly sexualized or so prudish. It's a very strange combination that we have going on right now. And I would hope that the true love, real love, not just romantic love, that could, but that's an amazing catalyst too. But I would hope that our true love, that love we feel that emanates when we look at our children, when we watch someone that we love like achieve something, someone that we love flower in a new way, like that kind of love. That's the balance of the masculine and the feminine. You are powerful and protective and loving, and you are loving and intuitive and like you lyrical. So today I ask you to invite a little bit of what you feel like you're a little unbalanced in. And I will see you tomorrow.